We're back. It's a little bit later than I planned on actually doing this stream. I planned on starting about a half hour ago, but there were two complications that kind of cropped up. One, I was hungry, and I would rather eat than stream, probably because I'm fat. And two, there were some technical difficulties that I hate. Streaming drives me nuts. Because I can set this shit up, do it 100 days in a row, and it'll work. And then the 99th day I come in here and something that has worked fine for 8 years fucking just doesn't work. Not always the case, but a lot of times it is surprisingly ridiculous how often that type of stuff happens. So anyway, I got on to stream and my stuff didn't want to cooperate, so I just kind of gave up on it and was like, well, screw it. I'm gonna go get some food, because I got on and I was gonna get ready to stream at 11, and as soon as I got on, sorry guys, gonna send out this tweet, streaming. But anyway, I got on and I was getting all ready and I realized the stream wasn't going to work anyway. So I was like, well, fuck it. I'm going to go get food and then I'll come back and I'll figure this stuff out. I'm actually glad it only took me a half hour. So we're probably going to play Overwatch today. I was going to play Rogue Company again because I do like Rogue Company, and I haven't played it in like probably a week and a half. Since the last time I streamed, I think was the last time I played Rogue Company. And I feel like I'm probably out of practice. And that's probably the reason I'm not going to stream it, is because I don't feel like getting face stomped the whole time I'm on stream. I mean, I'll probably get face stomped on Overwatch anyway. But this is a bit more classic snappy. Sorry, I forgot the TV volume was on because I was watching TV earlier. And I'm using my TV as my second monitor. I'm actually getting a second monitor, so Tuesday. So Tuesday I'll get it. But next time I stream, next Saturday, there will be. I didn't mean to go into my hero galleries. We'll play competitive because I want to queue as support. So next time I stream, we're going to have I'm going to have a 3 monitor setup, which means I'm going to have to redo my desk, which is sad. Terry's over here. He's just chilling in the corner. He's having a good day, but he's gonna have to find a new home because I'm gonna have to hide him somewhere. Because I can't keep him on the desk if I'm gonna put 2 monitors on here. So I'm gonna have to find something to do with Terry. Also, I have no sound. What the hell? Oh, you know why I have no sound? I have no sound because my headset's piped into my computer instead of my controller. Okay, so now I have sound. I was like, man, that's weird. Why don't I have any sound on Overwatch? I was just playing last night and I had sound. Oh god, who are we gonna play as? Not Anna. No. We're gonna go with. This game just felt more like the solid thing for me to play. As far as like this is probably closer to Gigantic and Battleborn than I'm going to get with anything else. I'll probably stream Rogue Company next weekend. I'm probably going to spend the rest of this weekend playing it. I'm debating getting Biomutant. That's out now, I think, and I'm curious about it. I haven't heard anybody raving about it, but every time I watch videos for it, it makes me, like, I hated that game when they first announced it. I was like, it looks dumb. And somehow it's slowly grown on me, and I don't know why. You know, I should probably bring the chat window up if I'm going. if I'm going to stream. Let's throw that on there. I knew he was gonna kick in. Who was it? Hanzel. Let's do that. Throw that down there. There we go. So, I've been playing Overwatch a lot since I reinstalled it. I don't know why. It's got a little bit of a quicker pace than Rogue Company, and it's a little bit more forgiving since it has respawns. It makes it a little bit more tolerable to play. I don't get to play a lot because I work so much. Like, I still work 12 hours a day, so it's like I really... If I come home at night, I get to play for like an hour, and then I'm done. So, having something that's a little bit more forgiving with the skill curve, as far as it's not as punishing, you're not dead after you die one time, is nice. Overall, though, I just don't get to play a lot, and so this is a little bit easier to get into than Rogue Company is. And I've just been, like, I don't know what's the deal. Since Rogue Company switched their time to kill, and then they switched it back, I can't get back into that game. I don't know what's happened. Like, any skill I had built up was destroyed by the time the kill change, and then I just can't get back in the groove of how to play that game correctly, so I've kind of given up on it to a little bit. But yeah, I don't know. It's a fun morning.
Pain is an excellent teacher.
Oh no, my team is dying! Of course he's pushing me way up there. And of course I walk out there as soon as the high noon thing goes off, yeah. The only one McCree kills.
Adversity is an opportunity for change.
I need to sit back.
Be one with the universe.
Team up for special attack.
Barrier in place. Experience tranquility.
Probably didn't need to use my special right there, but why not?
Like Newton and
Not a bad way. So stream times will probably vary. I don't know if I'm going to stick with the morning. I like Saturday mornings because it gets it done and out of the way. And I can kind of enjoy the rest of my weekend. Also, I've just always been a morning streamer, so it works better for me as far as like scheduling and like feeling in the mood to stream. But that also being said, but we'll see. It probably depends on when everybody is available to come play. We need help, everybody needs help. Do, 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 do.
Experience tranquility.
Oh, I got screwed.
30 seconds remaining.
They're almost out of time.
But yeah, I don't know when I'm gonna be streaming. Right now I'm gonna say mornings. So probably Saturday mornings, like 10, 11 o'clock Central Time, US. But it might change. If I do this a couple weeks and it feels like people are more interested in me streaming at night, I'll probably switch to night. Did we win? Oh my god.
There is no
Score 0-1. Switching sides.
Switching sides. I mean, we kept him out, so I'm happy with that.
Select your hero.
I don't know how long the streams are gonna be either. Hey Pizza Face, how's it going? Oh, I should have messaged you on Instagram. If anybody wants to know, keep in contact with me when I'm not on the stream. By the way, Instagram is probably the best way to do it. It's the one social media app I get on a fairly regular basis. You know, playing Overwatch again, I like this game a lot, but I always forget. Well, I don't forget, but it doesn't strike me how just repetitive it feels until I start playing it again, and every match feels the same, and then I'm like, oh, I'm glad. Sometimes the YouTube notifications don't work right, and then people don't show up, and then they yell at me. That's not true. They don't yell at me, but they, I get told a lot that I know they don't always work, because I don't always get them for people, but I forget how repetitive this game is until I start playing it again. It's like every match just feels the same. Like, especially if you use the same characters, it's like, it's very samey. I don't know how else to describe it besides calling it that, but that's how it feels. It feels like everybody go to this one spot, and then everybody stand there, and everybody shoot at the bad guys. Like, I was playing Rogue Company, and I thought Rogue Company was kind of bad with, like, sometimes the maps, just because their layouts are kind of similar in a lot of ways. It gets kind of repetitive in that regard, but it's not nearly as bad as this. And I enjoy this a lot. Like, I have fun playing it. I wouldn't be streaming it if I wasn't. But I think it's the reason that I play it for a while and I have a shitload of fun, and then I get bored of it after, like... I get bored of it after, like, five minutes. So, Pizza Face, how have you been this week? Enough talking about myself. How have you been, Pizza Face? Also, if anybody has any preferences on when I stream, let me know. It's got to be on probably this day every week. But like, as far as like morning, night, afternoon, I'm willing to fluctuate that part of it.
Experience tranquility.
Wow, got tossed in here. We're all going to die. Everybody else is dead besides us.
There is chaos within.
Kaboom, kaboom. I'm really surprised nobody's come over here to murder me in my corner. Oh, he was almost dead. I don't know, Pizza Face. I wanted a stream name that didn't set high expectations for people, and that felt like a good stream name that didn't set high expectations for people. Also, because then I don't have to deal with people coming into the room and being like, "You suck at whatever game we're playing," and then I can be like, yeah, I mean, that's the stream name, so I don't know what you were expecting when you came in here. I shouldn't have even been up there fighting just then. I should have felt that. But yeah. But last week I had Quality Garbage, which was kind of in the same vein. And I was trying to think of a new stream name, and I'm like, oh, I could just keep Quality Garbage. And I was like, nah, let's do something different. I mean, I might be a disappointment to my mother. I don't really care if I am either way. I could probably push up in here and provide a little bit of healing. For at least the 2 people we have left in here. Ah, damn it. I'm glad you're doing okay, Pizza Face. You done anything exciting this week? I'm thinking about buying, Biomutant and playing that.
Overconfidence is a flimsy shield.
Because I saw that was out. I didn't even know that was out. But I'm pretty sure it was on the marketplace the other day when I was in there. And I keep getting ads for it on Instagram.
Assistance would be appreciated.
Oh god. There I go. I don't know. I really shouldn't buy anything. I bought a couple of games lately, and I need to, like, slow down and play. I need to finish Assassin's Creed, which I have not done. I have Assassin's Creed, and it's, like, probably, I don't know. I'm not even... I can't believe I just let myself get killed by that turret. I have Assassin's Creed, and when I play the Assassin's Creed games, I play them, like, almost to 100%, like, I try to get all the collectibles and all the, like, treasure troves and shit that are around the map, and I try to do all that, all the side questy stuff. And so it takes me forever to complete them. And it's not that I'm hating Valhalla, like, I still think that whole series should just be renamed. I'm not hating Valhalla, but it's definitely... it's definitely not the old Assassin's Creed, which is why I started playing the series. And so it's really hard, like... I skipped Odyssey, and I heard a lot of good things about Odyssey, but I heard a lot of good things about Valhalla too. But I tried when they switched the series formula in Origins. I played it, and I thought, gee, this isn't a good game, but it's not the game that I want to play. It's not the game that I want Assassin's Creed to be. And yay, we lost, or we're gonna lose probably.
Play of the game.
Probably that Junkrat kill where I died. Let's endorse people. I don't give a shit.
Triple kill.
You can give out one of each. Why not? And I like the new formula, but I wish they would just make it a whole new game series. In fact, I kind of wish they would just lean heavy into the like mythology stuff, because they like half-ass do it anyway. Like they have this whole thing where you go to like you get high, and so you have to like go to like Asgard, and you're like dreaming that you're a god. And it's really just this half-ass excuse for them to tie in the mythology stuff and have you fight monsters. And it's like, I'd rather just have them just full-on go out and do, like, almost what they did with with the Phoenix, whatever, is it Phoenix, it's not Phoenix Rising, what's the other RPG they put out last fall that I can't think of. The Icarus one, the one where you're like a kid and you have wings, and I can't think of the name of it. It's gonna whatever. But I wish they'd just lean into it like they did with that series and just go full on like, oh, this is a semi-realistic take on history, but we're gonna incorporate mythology and monsters or something. And then just leave Assassin's Creed the way it was, because Assassin's Creed was better when it was not like this stupid over-the-top RPG with loot and all this stupid crap that I just don't care about.
Welcome.
That's all you do is play Mortal Kombat, though. You gotta be like a Mortal Kombat pro at this point. That's what I assume.
Select
I just picture you traveling the world as a Mortal Kombat pro player, and the only character you use is Raiden, because it's the only Mortal Kombat character that I can think of off the top of my head right now. Sub-Zero.
True self is without form.
That's how I am on most fighting games, hence why I don't play them. Yeah. When I was younger, I used to love fighting games. I sucked at them, but I liked them a lot. And I haven't found a fighting game that I really have gotten into in years.
Greatest weapon.
I tried Soul Calibur. What's the newest Soul Calibur? Is it 6? Is that the one that you used to do screenshots for all the time?
The old-fashioned way.
Your screenshots, by the way, are amazing. If nobody is following Pizza Face, go follow his I don't know what his Instagram is, but his screenshots are amazing.
5, 4, 3,
They're so pretty.
1. Attack commencing. Capture
That's kind of how I got this huge Star Wars pack of games, and I think it was like a Humble Bundle or something. And I think there's like 6 games in that fucking thing, and I haven't played any of them. Not since I got them on PC anyway. Like, I've played a little bit of, what's that one Star Wars game? The Force Unleashed. I played a little bit of Force Unleashed, but that was on Xbox when it first came out. I've played a little bit of, oh, that's not true, because one of the games in that no, Jedi, I don't think Jedi Outcast was in that pack, but I have that. Yeah, maybe it was. I think it was, actually. I think that's half the reason I bought that pack. Look at her. She's just out there, just way away from the rest of us. I have played every Assassin's Creed game except the 2 that were on the Nintendo DS. I hear a lot of people that say, I've played all the Assassin's Creed games, and I'm like, have you played the one on the DS? And almost nobody ever had. I don't think anybody's ever actually said yes to that. The first Assassin's Creed game had like a spin-off DS game, and I've never met anybody who's played it. I've never heard anything good about it. From any of the like forum posts I've ever looked at about it or anything, or somebody mentions it. No. The only thing I haven't played is Odyssey. Odyssey is the only Assassin's Creed game that I've never played. I've played Liberations, I've played all the weird side-scrolling ones that came out, but I've never played, it's really hard for me to look at chat right now, by the way, so if I'm not responding to stuff you say, I'm really sorry. Because of the way my screens are laid out, chat is like, I have to completely turn my head. The one weekend I was doing that, I was sitting just like this, and I threw out my neck something fierce. I don't know what the hell I did that weekend, but man, it hurt. It was just like the slightest knot in my head, and it about dropped me to the freaking floor. So I really don't like that. But like, you probably missed it, but I was saying I'm getting another monitor this week, so then I'll have 3 monitors, because I'll be able to have my TV, and then these 2. And I will probably use the second one for when I stream. I'll probably use the second one I have on my desk for when I stream. Even when I do Xbox, I'll probably just plug it into the back. I'm really not paying attention to what I'm doing in-game at all. But I'll probably use that so that it's easier for me to use chat and this. Also, I just wanted a second monitor. It makes it easier to do stuff. I like having the TV there, but it's a lot more useful when I'm playing like movies off my PC. I can just throw it over on the TV.
Group up. Join me. Form up here.
Yeah, 6. Okay, yeah. So yeah, Soul Calibur 6 was, I think, I am just all over the place as far as talking here right now. But yeah, Soul Calibur 6, I shouldn't have gone in there by myself. I wasn't really paying attention. But Soul Calibur, wow, he just got rolled. Soul Calibur 6, I just couldn't get into, and I don't know why. I never played 5. I heard really mixed things about 5, so I'm not really sad that I skipped it. I was really big into Soul Calibur 4, though, when it was out. Like, I used Zoslamel, the guy with the scythe, and I was really good with him. But I played it all the time. That's like one of the few fighting games I can say I was pretty decent at. But that was when I played a lot of fighting games, too. Like, I had a couple buddies, and we would play, like, shooters during the day. And then, like, as the night went on and we all got tired, we'd all switch over and we'd play, like, Marvel vs. Capcom 2, because that was when that got re-released on the 360. Or we'd play... I'm just trash right now. Or we'd play... Soul Calibur 4 was the like 2 or 3 games that we played really heavily. You gotta help everybody. Everybody needs help right now. So many people to heal. At least we're making a little bit of progress. We're almost to the checkpoint. But I really liked Soul Calibur 4, and I think I have a lot of the achievements for it on Xbox. I'll have to look later. Not all of them. Some of them are like weird. fall back, we fall back, we don't die, we don't die.
Need to keep
30 seconds.
I got a double kill, yay! Now I need to heal some people.
Get into position. Cover. Our enemy. Must ensure
10 seconds.
10 seconds. Yay, we reached the checkpoint! But yeah, I've always been pretty scrubby at most fighting games. I really liked Blaze Blue. I'm really excited about the new, oh, what's the other series the Blaze Blue people do Guilty Gear. The new Guilty Gear looks great. I saw they were, like, doing an open beta test on that, like, a couple weekends ago. And I watched a bunch of streams for that. I want to get a hold of my buddy who is streaming at work and see if he wants to stream, Scavengers with me, because I really would like to do that with, like, more than just me. I don't even care if it's somebody streaming, but it's like, I gotta find other people who want to play it. I was hoping Sauce would. Dominoes of Avon says hi, I'm at work. Tiza, hi. I don't recognize your name, but I'm not trying to be a dick. I mean, I haven't streamed in 2 years, so it's hard for me to remember people's names. Pizza Face is easy, because he is literally... I always talk to Pizza Face. But hi, Tiza. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. You're gonna watch me do really crappy. Of course, I stopped paying attention because I thought we were gonna win, and I wasn't really... I thought they wouldn't need me, and then... Of course, I look up and the game is still going on. That's how my life goes. This is why I'm a disappointment. Yay, we won. Oh, okay, so that's why. Okay, hi Zach's roommate. Dorothy. Okay. Okay. I know who you are now that you say it. Now I feel bad for not talking to Zach lately. Great, now you're making me feel guilty about talking to somebody who's not even here anyway. Soul Calibur 6 was cool, but the story modes were garbage. It felt like it was really lacking in content. I mean, that's pretty much every Soul Calibur story mode, though. For the most part. None of them have been that great. Then again, I don't know that many fighting games that have a really good story mode. I've heard some of the newer Mortal Kombats do. Most of the I don't know how Guilty Gear is, but I know Blaze Blue's got a really solid story mode. Like, probably the best story mode I've played in a fighter. Like, dialogue, trees and stuff, and you get to make choices, and there's different endings depending on who you pick and the choices and stuff you make.
3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming.
Aw. Well, then I definitely need to message him. I don't get on... The only thing I have to talk to Zach on is Facebook, and my Facebook, I'll turn it on for like 2 or 3 days just to catch up with some people, and then I turn it off. And so, if I don't think about messaging somebody in the 2 or 3 days that I'm on it, I don't get to talk to them. Which makes it's... I don't really like having my Facebook on. I was gonna say it makes me wish I kept my Facebook on more, but it really doesn't. But yeah, I'll have to message him. Now that you have made me Miss Zach, I will have to message him. I think he just liked one of my Instagram photos the other day. I do so bad messaging everybody. All the time. I don't know how many times a month I probably message Pizza Face and then forget that I messaged it. Speaking of which, I have to message back the guy from my other job because he messaged me last night about some stuff that he was having issues with, and I totally forgot to message him back. Oh, I used to be at least kind of on top of messaging people, and now that I work 12 hours a day, it's just like, I don't ever remember to message people. Oh, I guess Injustice. Yeah, Injustice has a good story mode. Yeah, so I guess you're right. I have Injustice 1. I have never played Injustice 2. I've heard good things about it. I liked Injustice 1 a lot. I just didn't have... The one thing about fighting games that sucks is I have to have a character in the game that I actually like. And if I don't have a character that I like, it makes it really hard to play. And that was the problem with Injustice, is that I didn't like... There was a couple characters who I could play with rather decently, but I didn't really like the character themselves, and so it made it like... I have to both enjoy the gameplay of that character and like the look and just like the lore, I guess, I don't know, of that character. And so it makes it really hard for me if I can't find somebody that I'm really into to actually like sit and play a fighting game. I'm probably going to regret doing it. That's about the only reason I keep Facebook, is because there's certain people on there I don't keep contact with otherwise. Like I have some friends from when I lived in New Jersey that I don't talk to otherwise. I have some friends from other jobs that I only have on there. And I really don't use my phone that much. So I use my computer more, so having apps like that, like where it's like Facebook or Discord or whatever, helps me keep in contact with people better. Because even if they have my phone number, chances are I probably won't respond if they text me. I should really try Injustice 2 at some point. I think it came out like... I think I got Injustice 1 like maybe a couple of months before Injustice 2 came out, which is the other reason I didn't really bother getting 2 right away, is because I was just like, oh, well, I don't need it. I already have the other Injustice, you know. I just got that one. I need to put time into Injustice 1 before I buy Injustice 2. I really wish, while we're talking about fighting games, I wish fighting games would adopt the, like, if there's one genre of game that I think really would work well in the, like, Overwatch, like, type model with the, like, games for service type thing, where they just do, like, season content, like Fortnite and Overwatch and that type of, you know, the service model of games. If there's one game, I think the fighting game genre would be perfect for that. And it's kind of sad that none of the major fighting games franchises have adopted that yet. Because, like, if Mortal Kombat took an approach where it was like, okay, we're free to play, here's, you know, like, 5, probably not 5, but like 10 characters that are free, and then, or all the characters are free, and then you buy skins, or you buy new map, or, you know, all the new maps are free, but like the skins are different, and then here's different game modes and challenges and blah blah blah. I think that would work well for the fighting game industry, because not a lot of people go out and just want to spend $60 on a fighting game. I'm doing a really bad job healing this game. And I fully admit that.
Experience
30
tranquility.
seconds remaining.
Just when I go to healer, she dies. Triple kill and a 5-player kill streak all at once. Woo woo!
Victory.
Welcome back. Well, now I gotta message Zach. I'm gonna have to make a note to do that.
Play of the game.
I don't have my phone on me. I'll just have to remember it. Especially the roster. I don't even know what the roster for Injustice 2 is. Yeah, and see, that's the problem, is that Street Fighter V tries to do that, but then it does the full price game thing. It's the same problem, Pizza Face, that we talked about. I don't know how many times we've talked about it. The same problem that I should have given the like to, what's-her-face in the middle. She deserves it. 54 eliminations is a shitload of eliminations. It's the same problem that Battleborn had. You can't try to be both the game for service model and the $60 model. It just doesn't work. Like, I think some genres fit really well in that game. For multiplayer shooters work really well with anything that's like multiplayer heavy, which fighting games are, because nobody really plays, like, a couple people play fighting games for the story, but most people play fighting games to play them with their friends or to play them online. And they would work really well with that game to service model. And it's really weird that they don't, you don't see it more. I'm going to keep doing this. I wouldn't mind playing tank right now. I'm kind of in a tank mood, but I feel like if I play tank, I'm just going to get rolled because I'm not paying enough attention. Yeah, like, Battleborn should have been free to play from the very start. Like, when it came out, it should have been free to play. And I don't even mind if they're like free to play. Oh, and if you want to play, I don't know, like, give us like half the story of Battleborn for free, and then like, I don't know, do like some of that. I don't mind them charging for some, like, if you want to do like mission packs or something. I don't know. Battleborn should have been free from the start, though. Pizza Face, we know that. But yeah, it's stupid. It's, you know, Street Fighter does the same thing. And I don't know that many people that play Street Fighter V. Like, even the people I knew that played it when it came out, they just, a lot of them didn't like it.
True self is without form. You hook 'em,
I'll do that. I will definitely message him. Is probably sometime today I'll probably message him. I like talking to Zach, and I don't get to talk to Zach nearly as much as I used to. A lot of my friends who I met when I worked at Pwned, I don't get to talk to nearly as much. Half of them I only talk to on Facebook, and the other half I just don't talk to as much as I should. But yeah, I don't ever get to talk to Zach anymore.
2, 1.
I don't get to talk to anybody anymore, but yes.
Defend objective A.
I'm glad some people have the patience for D&D. It's one of those things I wish I could get into, and I know I would get bored with it really fast. Or frustrated because I'm not a very social person. It's like fighting games. I love watching. Fighting games are the one, like, I don't watch anybody stream, but I will watch fighting game, like, tournament streams all weekend. Sometimes. And it's like, I don't get it, because I don't play fighting games. I don't watch competitive streams for any other game, but I will watch competitive streams for, like, fighting game tournaments for, like, Smash Brothers, or Soul Calibur, or Mortal Kombat, and I'll sit there and I'll watch them, like, all day long, and then be like, oh, yes. But I don't play them at all. It's the same with D&D. Like, I'd sit and watch people play D&D.
Up with me.
Great. But me playing it, no.
Objective lost. Defense point. Objective B.
Maybe someday we'll get... Didn't the studio that didn't Gearbox just get bought by somebody? I don't know why I keep accidentally clicking my crouch button. I have my Razer, I think it's Wolverine Tournament Edition controller, is what I'm playing with, and this thing is probably my favorite controller that I've ever had. It's so nice. Ow. I say that as I get murdered. I would heal you, but you're behind a pole and I can't see you.
Team up for special attack.
Ah.
Experience tranquility.
I would imagine they're pretty fun. Like, I don't know. Zach's a fun guy. He's got fun friends. We just got rolled. They just pushed up in there and took us.
Heroes never die.
Oh, it's kind of the same way. Like, I can get that because I don't really play a lot of scary games either. I was trying to play through, I started, Resident Evil 7? 7, I think? 7, yeah. That's the one in the swamp. Yeah, because 8's the village one is the new one, and that's 8.
Is a flimsy shield.
Yeah, I started 7 a couple weeks ago because it's on Game Pass for Xbox. But it's one of those things where I think I would be enjoying it more if I had just watched somebody stream it or something. Like, genres that I don't like to play, I still like to watch. I think that's just like an overall thing. I think it's any genre that I don't particularly enjoy playing. I still enjoy a lot of those games, I just don't enjoy playing them.
Heroes never die.
Stupid hamster ball, stupid hamster ball. I haven't played this game. They've added like 4 or 5 characters since I started playing this game again, which tells you how long it's been since I played this game. And I cannot express how much I really just do not like that hamster at all. He kept running through me. I couldn't cast my little orb on him. Round 1 complete.
Score 0-2. Switches.
Survival games are the one genre that I can safely say I don't really like watching and I don't really like playing. God, I hope Barney's not listening right now. He's gonna get mad. But I don't know why. I just find them, I don't know. I lose interest. On paper, they sound great to me. I'm like, yo, that sounds great. You have this whole, like, survival mechanic, and you have to get resources, and it sounds great, and then I get so bored with that stuff.
True self is without form.
You know, I probably get boxes from Prime, too, but I wouldn't know it. There's so many Prime rewards that I miss. One of my favorite skins for Rogue Company, I didn't even know it existed until like a week ago. Somebody was using it, And I was like, oh my god, what's that skin? That skin is really cool for that character. And I looked it up, and it was like a Prime exclusive skin from like November. And I was like, oh, that sucks. I was like, I'm never gonna get that now. I was very sad. It was really cool. It was like a heist skin for the one character, and it's like he's wearing like a tuxedo, and he's got like a plastic like wolf helmet on. It kind of reminded me of the one scene from God, what's that? The Umbrella Academy, from the first season of Umbrella Academy, when they're in the store and there's that whole like fight scene.
We still need you.
Energy flows through me. I need healing.
Trying to heal everybody.
Gaze into the iris.
At least I have another healer on my team who's actually healing today. Yesterday, every match I played, I got stuck with an Ana. Like, I think it literally was almost every match I played yesterday. I got stuck with an Ana who didn't want to heal at all, and she would just run around trying to snipe people. And it wasn't even the same person every time. It was different people, and that's the only thing they wanted to do. None of them wanted to actually help heal anybody. It was very grating. I mean, I can't say I'm doing much better today, because I'm playing pretty offense-heavy, considering I'm supposed to be healing, but there's no way I can heal you when you're in that far.
Experience tranquility.
Oh man, I shouldn't have pushed him. I just forget all that stuff is there. I forget that's even like a thing. And then I'm like, oh yeah. I remember when like only like 2 or 3 games gave out like Prime stuff for Twitch and stuff. And now it's like I go on there and there's like this huge list of games and I'm like, oh man, you gotta scroll through them all and try to figure, okay, do I play this? No, I don't play that. I don't play this. Do I really care if I get this? Do I really care if I get that one? I really am mad about that one though, because it's such a cool skin. Because that character in Rogue Company really doesn't have that many skins at all. And all of his skin, he doesn't have any legendary skins. I think that Prime skin is his only legendary skin. And it's frustrating that it's his only legendary skin because I can't ever get it now because... And he's one of my mains too. Like I only have like 2 or 3 people I play on that game that I really like. And I don't have a legendary skin for him now until they actually release one that I like. Or one at all.
The shadow of
Damn.
Let's get you back in the fight.
Let's do this. Let's do this. Hopefully we can just roll space stomp some people. Push them out. Oh, we did it! Oh yeah, there we go. That was a good match. That was fun. I like it when it's a little bit tougher. I might be, I might not be. I'm gonna aim for like it's been 1 hour at this point. I'm probably gonna aim for 2, so I might still be around. It depends on. I have to get off at 2 o'clock anyway, so I don't know if I'll still be around or not. But check back and see if I'm here.
I'm overloading. Is without form. Double, triple, quadruple.
To my king sought a dragon, but a dragon found him first.
Attackers
Do do
incoming.
do 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 do.
If you build it, they will die.
Where does it hurt?
So Dorothy, how are you doing?
Hello there.
Hello. Assemble in this location.
Very strange. I feel like I should have told Reskin and
One.
them that I was gonna be streaming this morning, and I'm choking. Don't choke. That's terrible. Then I'll have to talk to myself again, and nobody likes it when I do that. Well, at least we killed Black Knight or whatever.
The cycle begins anew.
60 seconds remaining.
Thanks.
That's no good.
Heroes never die.
You shouldn't choke, and you shouldn't have to deal with customers. Customers are terrible people. Who was it that I... Oh, there's a new girl that started at my day job, Thursday, and she used to work at Subway, and I was like, man, I don't know how people do it. You people are like heroes. Anybody that works a job where they have to deal with the public is like a hero in my mind. I don't think I could do it again. I don't have the patience for it. People are douchebags. Oh man, I don't miss dealing with people that always think they're right and get angry about the dumbest things.
Adversity is an opportunity for change.
Like, it's just ridiculous. Some of the stuff you have to deal with in customer service jobs. The stuff people get mad about is insane.
Score.
I had a guy who got mad once when I was working at a local taco place because I wouldn't put whatever he ordered was like, normally we put the stuff he ordered. The one thing he ordered was like a thing that put off a lot of steam, and we were always told and instructed to put that on top of the bag so it didn't make everything else get all soggy. And so that got done first, so I had that like sitting there, and he freaked the fuck out because I wouldn't put this thing in the bag. I'm like, sir, the rest of your food's not done yet anyway. As soon as your other food... He's like, no, that needs to go in the bag. And I'm like, yeah, and it will when I get your other food. And he freaked out so hard about the fact that I wouldn't take this thing and put it in the bag. And he was like, you're wasting my time, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, it'll literally take 2 more seconds to put this in the bag. And he kept freaking out on me, and I ended up walking away from him because I was like 16 when that happened. I was like, I can't deal with this, and I just walked away.
True self is without form.
3, 2, 1. Attack commencing.
My
Capture
spirit
objective
is
A.
strong.
But yeah, she quit Subway. She said I was actually surprised. I really figured she was going to tell me they were getting like extra pay for, because a lot of the restaurants around here, especially the fast food chains, were doing like extra pay because of COVID. And she told me, I guess Subway around here wasn't doing that, which I was surprised about. I know the one local taco place, they had, like, hero pay or whatever it was going on until, like, a week ago. And they were paying, like, $17 an hour to work. And, like, a whole bunch of people left the local factories to go to this place. Not a whole bunch, but, like, I know I had heard a couple stories about people, like, quitting to go to this place. And a week ago, they quit because they changed their COVID policy. I don't think they're getting paid hero pay anymore, and, like, half their employees just walked out or quit. And it's kind of sad. They had to have open interviews, and, like, I went there on lunch, and there was only, like, 2 people working in the whole store. It was not very good for me getting my food. But I felt bad for the people working there, so I was trying to not be a dick.
Adversity is an opportunity.
And then I went there this week because I was like, it's probably better now. They've probably hired some people. And I got stuck behind a guy who was I can't stand people who go through the drive-thru and then don't know what they want or have, like, really complicated orders. And they get really picky about it. Like, I want this amount of mayo on my sandwich, and I want a Diet Coke, but I don't want ice. And, like, they have, like, very specific instructions for absolutely everything they buy, and it's ridiculous. And I got stuck behind one of those guys at the drive-thru, and he was one person ordering food for one person, and it took him 10 minutes to order his food. Because he kept arguing with the cashier about how she wasn't doing it right and how he wanted it this way or that way. And by the end of it, I was just like, oh my. The last time he, like, redid his order, he's like, no, I want this instead. And he decided to redo his order. I was just like, oh my. I had my window open and I just shouted, oh my god, like, super, super loud. And he got so pissy. He, like, turned and, like, looked at me. And I was just like, dude, you earned that. Like, I didn't even feel bad that he knew that I was pissed off at him, because it was just like, he definitely earned it. I don't know how one person takes 10 minutes to order. I have a half-hour lunch, so by the time he got done, I think I was there like another 5. It took me ordering my food and getting my food and leaving took a total of 5 minutes. Me waiting for him took 10, so there went over half my lunch because it took me 5 minutes to drive there and 5 minutes to drive back. So I had like 5 minutes to eat. I was not a very happy camper by the time that was over. I think I ate half of it while I drove. And I didn't want to eat in my car because I had my new car, so I was like, I don't want to eat in this car. And I pretty much had to. Like, the first, like, 5 or 6 minutes I was there, I didn't even really notice. I could hear him making these, like, crazy requests, and it was so insane. Because he, like, redid his order, like, 3 or 4 times, and then he would, like, have her repeat it back to him, and he would have to, like, tell her to take stuff out because he didn't want it anymore, and it's like... Especially on lunch, like, I don't like it when people do that at any time, but during lunch hour, it's even worse. I'm just like, we're all trying, we all have, like, like, most places don't give you a very long time for lunch. It's like, dude, hurry up. Like, some of us have to get back to work.
True self.
And we have to eat this food before we get back to work. It's like, but he's sitting there... like, just taking forever. It's like when I go to the gas station on lunch and there's somebody in there buying Lotto, like, and it's... all the old people go to the gas... There's a gas station next to my job, and every day at lunch, there's, like, an insane amount of old people in there ordering Lotto tickets. It's so annoying, and they get, like, this absurd amount of Lotto tickets. And it just takes forever, and you're like, I'm trying to get a a Mountain Dew and get back to work. I'm not trying to sit here all day. And instead, these old people are like, oh, I need 6 of these, and I want 7 of the number 7s, and yeah, I need 5 more of those, and 3 more of these. It's like, oh my god. See, and that's what he should have done. I think that taco place has like an online thing where you can order stuff. I was like, you just order your shit and then come pick it up. It's so ridiculous. But yeah, the old people go in there and they do the same thing. It's like, I don't know. Like, I try to be considerate. Like, when I go up to, like, a thing to order something, or to check out with my groceries, or to check out at a gas station, like, my whole objective is to get to that register and away from that register as fast as possible. Not just because I don't want to be there, which is part of it, but also because it's like, it just feels like the considerate thing to do. Like, have your money ready, have your order ready, have your groceries ready to set them down on the counter or whatever. Like, it just drives me nuts when people, like, get up to, like, the point where, like, there's a line forming behind them and they're just, like, dilly-dallying and, like, wasting everybody's time. And it's like, I don't expect you to be, like, super fast, but, like, when people just completely drag ass in those situations, it just drives me nuts. I just got rolled. Exactly. Like, I normally know, if I don't know my order, I'm normally pretty close. And if I get up to the drive-thru and they're like, what's your order? And I'm still not 100% sure. A lot of times I'll just order something that I know is, like, safe. I have that safe menu option that I'm like, okay, well, if I order this, it may not be exactly what I want, but I'll be happy with it. And so I normally pick something, I'll be like, oh, I want the number 5, because I know that I'll like that. But, like, I very rarely will ever sit there and, like, deliberate while I have other people behind me. Yeah, or something like that. Like, and I don't think most people are that bad, but man, I remember the one day I went somewhere to get ice cream. I wasn't even getting ice cream, I was getting a sandwich. But there was this lady and she was just ordering ice cream, and I bet she took, like, at least 5 or 6 minutes to order ice cream. And it was just, like, the most ridiculous thing ever. And I don't know why I remember that lady. Probably because her order was so ridiculous. She's like, I want this, just a smidgen of nuts, and a smidgen of this, and a smidgen of that. And it was like, she had, like, I don't even think she ordered that for that many people. I think it was like 1 or 2 people she ordered for. And she just, like, every little thing, it was like she wanted this little amount of, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of hot fudge, a little bit of nuts, a little bit of chocolate ice cream, a little bit of vanilla. And it was like, maybe if you want an ice cream order that is this insane, you should just go buy the shit and do it yourself, because they're definitely gonna. She even took a long time when she got up to the thing, because I was in between jobs, and so I was going from my first job to my second job, so I was like, well, I'll just get a sandwich real quick on the way to my second job. And I ended up giving up and driving away. And I think I went to Arby's and got something crappy that I didn't really want. I really wish they would stop pushing up so far.
I am under attack.
You have my thanks. Barrier active.
Very hands-on. I'd rather heal our tank than you. There we go, got him out finally. It's great that I turned to watch Mr. Hamster just drive over the edge of that cliff. Yeah, you go to like Golden Corral or something and get like, you go to like through their ice cream bar or something, you know, like, it was just, I don't know. It's such a pain in the ass, not just like having to like wait on those people, but then like I even feel bad like for the person that has to make that goddamn ice cream, because you have to like remember all those crazy instructions, and you know no matter how you make it they're gonna complain about it, and it's just like
Overconfidence is a flaw.
yeah, the number 11, that's actually like my, I think that's the chicken, it's the, blah, what is it, the beer pub cheese chicken sandwich one, I think.
Play of the game.
Yeah, yeah. I get that sandwich a lot. It's like my Wendy's go-to right now. No. Do 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 do. I think I'm actually gonna get off because that'll make it 1 o'clock, and then I can get off, and my groceries will get here in like an hour, and so I have time to do stuff before my groceries gets here. But yes, that is a delicious sandwich. But I always get that at Wendy's, even though I know there's other stuff at Wendy's I like, and occasionally I'm in the mood for it. A lot of times I just get up there and I'm like, number 11, because it's easy. It's probably the reason those numbers were invented, is because it's a lot easier. I think it probably makes people do that. It's probably like an impulse thing. They probably sell more stuff because of those like value menu like meals. Anyway, I'm gonna get off stream. It was nice talking to you, Dorothy. If I don't message Zach, which I'm probably going to go do right now, tell him I said hi regardless. Thank you for coming and talking with me. Bye-bye, everybody else.